Welcome to Two Shades of Life. I'm your host, Brittany Duncan.
And I'm your co-host, Christina Forrest.
Together, we are talking about life, marriage, children, and our sense of humor to cope with it all and all the things that make life challenging and in between. So grab your coffee or even your wine and buckle up because nothing is off the table. Welcome back, everybody.
What's up?
Today's episode is things that were not on my adult bingo card.
Bingo!
It sucks. A totally relatable episode about the unexpected plot twists of adulthood, the stuff that nobody warned us about. From getting excited over appliances to Googling weird body aches at 2 a.m., we're talking about the chaotic, humbling, and slightly unhinged moments that somehow become normal. It's adulthood, just not the version we imagined.
That's right.
Listen,
I need an extra free space.
That's one of my things that I have on my list about the Googling, which I'll elaborate on that later. But y'all, I'm telling you, we come from the generation, as do the people before us, who had to rely on a library or a dictionary, actual paper documents to look up any information.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have Google at our fingertips or ChatGPT,
Okay.
to tell us immediately what we need to know.
Mm-hmm.
So the generation now, y'all be so grateful because we wanted to know anything. We had to
Find a thesaurus.
Our parents had, we had, like, everybody in my family, my grandma, my parents had a bookshelf and had the
Encyclopedias.
And we had the giant globe that swiveled around.
Yeah.
You wanted to know where a location, you had to physically look up stuff, read about it.
Yep.
We wanted to go anywhere. We didn't have a GPS. I remember asking, okay, so MapQuest,
Mm-hmm.
I physically print, when I went to a library, or if I knew somebody who had a printer, when tech started really coming about, but we had to open a map.
Mm-hmm.
I had a actual map in my car, and the first destination I took solo by myself, which was all the way to central Louisiana, she literally just told me what highway to get on and stay on,
Mm-hmm.
and where to turn. And you know me, I have a photographic memory, and I can remember it really good, but way better back then. I literally just followed the signs. How I got there, I do not know, but I ended up getting there and meeting her and then following her the rest of the way to make it to her actual house.
Yeah.
But it was easy directions then, because you basically followed this one state highway and went south for a long time. And then when you got to the same sign, you just turned, kept following the same highway.
Girl, my anxiety would be so high if I had to depend on signs.
I'm telling you.
That's how my dad gets somewhere, though. My dad, they won't even tell the address or something. They'll just say, oh, yeah, go down such and such highway and turn left.
Sorry.
And Dad's like, all right, cool. And I'm like, how do you know where you're going? And he's like, all right. And he gets there.
I'm like, sir, is there a KFC on the left?
Okay.
Is there a Walmart Supercenter on the
Talking
right?
about going west and going east. Look, I need landmarks.
You know me, I'm a context and detailed person. I want specific details, like, hey, you were going to drive 1 mile and you're going to see a Walmart Supercenter on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Turn left by that Supercenter.
That's right.
Then when you go down a half a mile, there is going to be a Circle K.
But if you tell me go southwest here and turn left, no.
I do good to remember right and left hand. What you talking about?
Rerouting routes.
I make my own way.
Okay.
What you got?
Things that were not on my adult bingo card. Never-ending indigestion. I can't swallow water without having to rethink my life decisions.
Oh, I never had that problem.
Girl, I keep antacids in my purse that's like it's lip gloss.
The only thing I did have issues just randomly, periodically, is random reflux moments. That's it.
I get indigestion so bad. And water can make it worse.
It does.
But I'll be so thirsty. But that's what I want is thirst. It's water.
He can't drink a lot of water because it causes him to have reflux and indigestion, which is so weird to me.
And drinking through a straw makes it worse too. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of my things, man. It is not fun. Another thing that was not on my adult bingo card is the mountain of laundry.
That's one of mine.
Laundry is like a toxic ex. No matter how many times you deal with it, it comes right back.
can't get rid of it.
I thought laundry was supposed to be something you could finish. Turns out it just respawns.
It's like a horror game.
I
It just
know.
respawns.
It just comes back every single day. I'm like, didn't I just clean yesterday?
That is my number one most hated adulting chore is laundry.
It's
not I don't mind putting it in the wash or changing it out.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hate. This is the most I've ever had, but because of between work and being sick, I've got 5 piles of laundry in my dining room right now. 5.
Bless it.
I'm talking about a massive.
I feel like I do at least 5 loads a day.
I do so much laundry, it's ridiculous.
It sucks so bad. I'm just like, I don't want to be an adult no more. I got too many responsibilities.
I stayed up till 2 a.m. waiting on the damn bedding to dry. Because you know how long it takes to dry a comforter.
It takes a while.
Yeah, So 2 a.m. I finally, and they had wet spots. I was in there with a hairdryer because they were only on his side. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm trying to get it dry because it's already 2 o'clock. I'm not staying up to dry it again." Mm-hmm. He got on the cover. He said, "It's a little chilly in here." I said, "I know."
So funny. Another thing on my adult bingo card I was not prepared for is actually getting emotionally invested in the idea of a good night's sleep. Because, Jesus, to y'all people with small kids whose children sleep through the night,
I know.
be thankful, please.
I know. Been there, done that. Look, I love children. I love my kids. But raising kids is hard, especially through the newborn, infant, toddler years. It's horrible.
My child she just won't do it. I saw a TikTok last night where they said if you flip your child over onto the bed, like do a whole flip, she'll sleep through the night. I fixed
Girl, you better tumble her like a little
it's gonna be gymnastics up in here to try that out, but she just won't do it. I don't know if maybe it's something with the comfort of being next to me or something. I don't know. But she wakes up in between 11 and 1 o'clock in the morning every single night. And she is over 2 years old.
Girl, Cash is 10 and still, he comes in. This is his nightly routine. Once he is showered, he likes for me to put magnesium oil all over like his legs and feet because he gets like growing pains, And he crawls in the bed with me. And then he knows that he's so big now and he flips and flops that Taylor can't sleep, but he don't bother me. Yeah. So he will try to, right as he starts dozing off, he'll give me a hug and a kiss and say, "All right, I'm gonna go get my bed." And I'm like, "Oh man." He was like, "Yeah, Dad can't sleep if I stay in here." Well, here lately I'm like, "Go to sleep. Just go to sleep."
You know, they say that children that sleep with their parents, they tend to be more smart. Shoot.
Waylon, that's a smart kid.
Okay, because Waylon, she finna graduate from Harvard or something.
Okay. Landon did too when he was little. He used to climb into bed with us and go to sleep. But it wasn't all the time. It wasn't as much as Cash.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but once I do get that good night of sleep, boy, it sure is nice. Let's see. Another thing that's on my adult bingo card. All right, now we get to the serious ones. Always feeling like I have to be the one in control. The feeling of if I don't do it, it's not getting done. And the wild part is nobody tells you that the strong ones get tired too.
Yeah.
It's, you think it's being a kid and stuff because, I grew up fast. There's a lot of things that I had to do as a child that a child shouldn't have to do. And I think back to the times when I was a kid, like, well, when I get to be an adult, it's going to be so much more easier,
Right.
Having such a hard childhood, you think that, good days is coming ahead, But in fact,
hard to see that in the moment.
Yeah, but in all reality, you get big and you get to be an adult and you've just got a whole nother level of responsibilities and things that you got to do.
It's like you go from one, not necessarily a trauma, but one, I don't know how to word it. You go from one tough thing to the next.
Yeah.
Because we all can't wait, whether you had an easy childhood or you had a rough childhood, and you can't wait to grow up. That was my number one thing. I can't wait to drive. I can't wait to get out on my own. But life smacks you hard.
It does.
I mean,
but just being that person that always feels like you got to be in control, because if I'm not in control, I know something's going to happen and I'm not going to like it. If I'm not in control, I know what I want is not going to happen. It's just trial and error has showed me I can't put anybody in control of my life because it's
No,
not.
you're only in control of your own life.
Well, right. It's I just can't.
Putting your hands in someone else's life is the worst mistake you can make. I said what I said. It should not, your life should not be in the hands of your spouse or your parents.
Yeah.
Or now, granted, I'm not talking about in medical situations here, but or something that where you need help. But I'm saying, don't ever be dependent on someone else to control things for you or allow that, because you gonna be
Disappointed.
you gonna be hella disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
Hella disappointed. And I'm not talking about just for a partner. I'm talking about anybody.
But I crave that though. I crave.
Everybody
I
does.
crave the ability to say, "Oh, they got it."
Everybody
You
wants
know-
a soft place to land.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to let go and finally have somebody else take the reins so you can be okay for a while.
Uh-huh.
And
Just for a day. So
there are people like that, but sadly, we got to take our own reins. It just is what it is.
yeah.
And it's people who have mental health issues or OCD, ADHD, bipolar, whatever. It's a given. We got to have control.
Mm-hmm.
My control is I like to drive.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm going from here to Texas.
Yeah.
You're not driving me.
Yeah.
I ain't over here hitting your invisible brakes.
I know you would too.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you like to drive.
I do
Really,
like to
me and you
drive.
go somewhere, she drives, and I'm just like, praise God. I'm sitting over driving Miss Daisy.
I was never a passenger princess. Because he does enough driving as it is, but I drive him. It don't matter if we going on a date night or a road trip or whatever. I drive.
I let William drive it because I don't want to hear him gripe and complain about mine.
He can't drive worth a damn either. Hell,
He tell you he can't.
He was tailgating my ass that night we were all coming back from Taylor's. I'm talking about just tailgating me. I was like,
And got mad at somebody yesterday for them doing that to us.
I talked to her, I said, I'm finna brake check him. He finna give me a bumper.
Yeah. Oh, bless it. And my last one was having to teach my children that family is important, but some family is toxic too.
Oh, yeah.
Your family can be your biggest blessing, or it could be your biggest lesson. And, a lot of people, they think, oh, you just teaching your kids to be cold or whatever. And
No,
I'm not trying to
smart.
I'm not trying to teach my kids to cut people off. I'm teaching them where to draw the line.
Oh, I'm teaching mine to cut people off because you're not going to be.
But I'm saying I want them to understand I'm not just cutting somebody off.
Oh, just for fun.
I've given chance. I've given
yeah.
I've given direction. I've said this is not cool. This is not what I'm going to deal with. It's not just like I cut somebody off cold turkey.
Yeah.
I don't want them to think about it in a sense. But once them lines has been crossed over and over and over again, you've got the choice. You've got to say, hey, family might be family, but they're obviously not loving you enough to respect you, and those aren't the type of people that you need and have to have in your life.
I didn't tell mine, and I'm not. And disclaimer: not cut people off for a simple disagreement or not stupid stuff. I'm talking about anybody. I don't care who it is, disrespects you blatantly in a way that, or is living a bad life or doing anything that is bad for you, your life, your peace, or puts you in danger. Here's the scissors.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I've got one who is old enough to very much understands things, and we've talked about different things and given examples of things, I very much said, and he has done that with somebody. He has a very understanding heart and does, because he's already had to cut a friend off, which he still will answer the phone and say, hey, sorry, man.
Yeah.
And it's like we had that discussion when all that happened. I said, does it hurt? Yes. But do not allow people to come back in your life. I don't care if it's a male or a female, to disrespect you, whether that is talk ugly to you, talk behind your back poorly, steal from you, drag you in a dangerous environment, or throw you under any example whatsoever. Here's the scissors.
Yeah.
And this is coming from somebody who's been there, done that. Do not allow people to take advantage of you and hurt you.
I
don't allow it.
I think teaching boundaries is a good thing. as me and you both know, both of my children have to know what it's like. Well, Vivian is gone since kindergarten without seeing her paternal grandfather.
Yeah.
Walked smooth out of her life. Hadn't called, hadn't texted, had nothing. All over a disagreement, or actually I don't even know what for, but the fact that she can tell me now, she's like, Mama, I really don't even remember what he looks like.
And that's saying a lot.
That says a lot, you know.
And it's sad that people, but that's where, and look, if you're older generation, and, you know, sorry, don't take offense to this, or you might wholeheartedly agree, but the older generation is like that.
Yeah.
They would rather
walk away holding on to their pride and their
they would
ego.
rather hold grudges than do the right thing. They'd rather be salty. Look, this is my grandchild, or this is my daughter, or whatever, than do the right thing.
Yeah.
Because they were never taught. They were never taught to regulate their emotions or boundaries or, hey, this is family. You know what I'm saying?
But as sisters, Vivian and Waylon is both going to be on the understanding of what it means to not have a grandparent in their life, because Vivian's going to say, hey, well, I had a granddad for a little while, and then he walked out and ain't seen his aunt. And then Waylon, sadly, is in the situation where her grandparent didn't even walk in. Right. Don't even know her.
Don't even care.
Never even met her, and hadn't even cared to get off her soapbox and try to figure anything out. So it is what it is. But it's just sad to know that I've got to have the responsibility to let my children know and to tell them it's not nothing to do with you.
And
it's nothing to do with them, because some kids, they hold on to that and they think, well,
here's the thing.
My grandparent didn't want me, and so now, because I felt that way, because, you know, my maternal grandmother has never been in my life, and looks down whenever she sees me in public. Yeah. So I know what it feels like. Well, she's sitting there being a grandma to all these other people, all these other cousins and stuff. Like, what was wrong with me?
Right. And that's really hard for a child to understand. Here's my thought now. I'm not speaking for any other kid, but here's my thought process. The better situation is when they don't know them at all. Well, because they don't know what they don't miss.
That's right.
They don't know what they don't miss. And I feel like you don't have to explain it until it comes up. Like you and Vivian, y'all have already had the conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Because she already knows. But like Waylon, she won't know what to miss that she never knew. So I feel like, in a way, there's many kids who go through this, sadly.
Yeah.
But if they're never present in their life to begin with, they don't know of them, don't know their name,
I think it's better.
It's best. Because it's better to not know, see, or be around anybody from the moment you're born until you grow up and you're old enough to understand, versus somebody who's there and then decides to stop being there.
Yeah.
Way better.
And then folks look at me like I'm a terrible person, like it's my fault.
Oh, well,
yeah.
I don't have to explain shit to you and let them think what they want to.
But I know exactly why there's no relationship here. I know why. I'm not taking that to heart. It's just the simple fact that you couldn't get over your issues to come to a situation where, like, hey, you know, let's let bygones be bygones, because that was a total possibility. But
we got kids here in the mix who suffer, you know. It ain't about me. You don't have to like me. I don't care.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna let nobody around my kids who don't like me anyway. No. You better find something to like about, because you ain't finna be around my sharing if you.
That's one of my pet peeves. I've had that happen before. Somebody, let me tell you, I was standing right there, this was years ago.
Yeah.
Had both my kids, and they spoke to my kids and didn't even acknowledge me.
Absolutely not.
And I said, let me tell you something. If you're going to acknowledge me, acknowledge my kids, you're going to acknowledge me. If you don't like me and don't want to speak to me, don't you dare say anything to my kids.
You're darn right. That's a respect boundary there. You ain't got to like.
Same goes for if my spouse is with me. You speak to my spouse and don't speak to me, there is a, hey, y'all, how you doing?
I've had that happen so many times, like being somewhere and they'll speak to him, but they won't speak to me. I'm like, oh.
I haven't had that happen yet, but I'm just using an example.
I have.
Haven't had it.
And then she that particular person was the one that started all that Facebook stuff. I was like, you already going around acting like I don't exist as it is, and you, what? Come on now. But anywho, it's a difficult place to be in, to have to explain to your kids.
Yeah, it is.
We don't
Yeah.
we don't fool with them people. We don't deal with them just because they've showed us who they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And as a parent, you have to protect your children. As a good parent, you are supposed to protect your children. You're supposed to keep
Absolutely.
them away from people
Wish we could
who's
say-
already showed what kind of harm they can do.
Mm-hmm. Wish we could say the same about other parents.
I mean, if you could do to your grown adult son, what limits do you got on a innocent child who's never seen or done anything? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a barrier there. Like, you've already seen what they're capable of. Why would I put my child in harm's way?
Girl, we could have a whole, let me tell you, we could have a whole segment on some things that I would really like to say, which you know, I mean, it's been discussed between us before. But when adults say things, whether it's to their own kids or lack thereof or grandkids, I have a huge issue with manipulation,
Mm-hmm.
Mistreatment,
Mm-hmm.
favoritism.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to deal with that, thankfully, because I was an only child, and which I got good parents. They wouldn't do that anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I have seen that. I don't like that.
Mm-mm.
You cannot call yourself a parent if you did anything to hurt your child or children.
Mm-hmm.
You can't call yourself a mama
Mm-mm.
if you manipulate your child,
Mm-hmm.
if you like another child over the other,
Mm-hmm.
if you use your child, if you don't like your child's family that's in their life also, that comes first, because you are no longer first.
Mm-hmm. That was an issue, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because let me
I just don't like her.
yeah. I'll never get that. I understand you not liking your child's significant other if they are truly a bad person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, truly. I'm not talking about people make mistakes. People make fucking mistakes all the time. They learn, they grow, and they move on. Because trust me when I say, adults have made plenty of mistakes. The parents have made mistakes.
But you know, in order to sleep at night, you have to make yourself believe the things that you are believing. Like, I've dealt with the fact of just being nitpicked and to not being liked, because every single thing that them folks can say that they don't like about me is something blown completely out of proportion,
Or
miscommunication, or a total freaking lie.
Because let me tell you, you are, granted, there is always somebody on this planet who just genuinely don't like somebody, even for no reason. That's just the world we live in.
Yeah.
I will never understand, and that's coming from somebody, we've been best friends for a long time.
Yeah.
For anybody to not like you.
Yeah.
You are honest.
Mhm.
You are funny. You are beautiful. You are fun. You're a good mom, and you're a good wife.
Mm-hmm.
What have you ever done to anybody other than be a good person to them?
I mean, I've got my faults.
Everybody has
But I'm saying
faults.
on a personal level, you're right.
Everybody has faults.
I'm not going to sit around and hurt somebody and not try to hold myself accountable
I've hurt
for
people in my teenage years. I've done stupid stuff. I've lied. You know.
But as you get older, your character builds, and
You grow up.
It gets better, you know. But
we've all made mistakes.
But that's the thing. People's always got to fabricate this whole thing about what they think about me, when in all reality they never gave the chance to truly get to know me and understand how I think. And you know, sometimes I say stuff that might turn somebody sideways, but I bet it was the truth.
And that's how I feel too. I feel like, and this is, I didn't add this to my list, but this is, you know, now that you brought this up, on my adult bingo card is, I'm not going to say fighting for your life, but, you know, we were kids, teenagers. We wanted to fit in or be liked or have fun with your friends or whatever, you know. I feel like being an adult is way worse. The expectations not to fit in, and that's not what I'm saying, but it's like the mentality of other adults when you get older, you have less tolerance for BS.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's probably a lot of people that think that I'm a bitch. I am.
And do.
I get that. My face shows it a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But I feel like a super nice person. And especially if you were truly nice to me and good to me, I will be that 10 times over for you. I
Mhm.
got you.
Yeah.
If I can trust you, you can trust me.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some people who will not like you simply on miscommunication or lies they were told.
Or things that they see in you that they lack within themselves.
Yes, because I'm a blunt, bold
Mhm.
person. There's times that I'm super talkative and times I'm not. I observe. I read the room. If I'm quiet, I either don't feel good or I'm observing the room.
If you're a confident person, you stand up for what you believe in. And
People don't like that.
People don't like that because they can't do that.
I say what I think.
Oh, she just likes herself too much.
She's full of herself.
All because
She
we're
thinks-
confident?
She thinks her shit don't stink. Well,
Because we're confident?
It don't. It don't. Okay.
It might not now.
Yeah, it all done come out. Y'all, I'm recovering from the stomach virus, so look, all mine done come out, so it dang sure don't stink.
Okay.
But I'm telling you,
But I don't have that thought in myself like I'm better than somebody.
never.
You know,
I want to be
don't.
better than what I was yesterday. So if I come off like I'm overly confident or I think I am just the best thing walking the planet, I think that because God made me. Okay.
Okay.
I want to be better than I was yesterday. If yesterday I had a bad day and didn't feel confident in my head, today I do. I'm going to dress the part. I'm going to show up. I'm going to try my best.
And then they'll say, "Oh, well, I don't like her because she's all time having some drama." Okay, because she stood up for what she believed in. Because she told you like it was. She warned you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, don't mess with me.
People don't like people who stand up for themselves,
Oh no.
who speak. Lord knows I ain't afraid to speak. If you said something sideways to me or the vibes were off,
I'm finna tell you.
or I'm just telling you what's on my mind in conversation, I'm an open person.
Yeah.
But please I tell you what I want you to know, whether it is TMI or it is general conversation. Please don't ever think you got one up on me by running to somebody else and gossiping about what I told you, because I'm 40 years on this earth. I know enough to know. I tell you what I want you to know.
Yep.
If I don't tell you anything else, it's because I didn't want your ass to know.
Mm-hmm.
Clock it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. In here.
She said, "Huh,
Okay, well, being tired for no damn reason.
baby, it's cloudy outside and I'll be tired."
Let me tell you,
I wake up.
do you ever sit and think like, man, my teens and my 20s, I used to wake up great all the time.
I don't know how I done it. I'd be at the club.
Well, look, I know that's one of mine.
And then wake smooth up and go to work the next day.
But
And work all 8 hours.
It's not even that. Even if you didn't do anything, like you just, I miss what it felt like to wake up and just feel good. Like I wasn't always tired. I wasn't, like now it's like rolling the dice. Am I going to wake up with stomach issues today?
Oh,
am I going to wake up with a headache? Am I going to wake up and feel like I've been hit by a butt?
Okay, I know that's right. I know exactly what you mean.
Like, why?
I'd be so excited for bedtime too.
I do, but
I
I'm
say
not.
my prayers too. I say, "Lord, please let tomorrow be good."
Perimenopause,
Ooh.
because the fluctuating hormones don't give a shit attitude. If y'all thought I didn't give a shit 10, 20 years ago, I really don't now. I don't care what you think about me, and I damn sure I don't care if you worried about me calling you, because I will. I will call you smooth out. If you say something sideways to somebody I care about,
She coming.
I'm calling you out. I had to do it recently.
You did?
I sure the hell did.
You have to tell me later.
I will. Anyways, lack of sleep,
Ooh, bless him.
always anxious and stressed and no motivation. I feel like my anxiety is just 100 out of 10. But let me tell you, ever since I started the Allegra and Pepsid combo, oof, It's almost like, it's like the first day I took it, it was like euphoric. Like I was such in a happy mood. Y'all, let me put you on that. Well, I'm telling you, for my ladies, especially the older ladies, you got stomach issues, you perimenopause, you got everything going on. I'm telling you, Pepsi, it's got to be Pepsid. You can buy off-brand Pepsid and Allegra. Take them together.
What would a stomach and an allergy pill do, though?
So
They come together in like branch office and something.
Doctors prescribe it for patients for MCAS, mast cell activation syndrome. It's a histamine intolerant. The intolerance. The majority of people's problems stem from their gut. If your gut is not in check, it will cause anything from inflammation, chronic headaches, anxiety and irritability, even connected to ADHD, some of your stomach issues.
Yeah.
It's mainly you're dealing with everything.
Yeah.
It is actually a prescribed combination.
Cool.
And I'm not kidding you. The first day I took it and I had forgotten. And I literally thought in my head while I was talking at home, I was like, oh my God, I'm in such a great mood.
I did. Wonderful.
And I forgot.
I just throw you off. That's another thing on the bingo card. I'm like, out of nowhere, you're like, dang, I actually feel all right today.
I felt so good. And I was like, and I thought about it and I was like, oh my God, I just took that combo an hour ago.
Yeah.
It works. Now, I hadn't taken it in a few days because of, norovirus decided to strike my ass.
Yeah.
But,
I need to try that out because I'm always taking an allergy pill around this time of year anyway. And of course, with my
take it together.
Take it
together. Just take you one Pepsid and one Allegra together.
Not
Allegra D, but I would take it after breakfast or with breakfast.
Okay.
You don't have to.
Okay.
Some people take it before bed because some people say if Allegra is supposed to be non-drowsy.
Yeah.
Mine says it on the box. I got Allegra, not Allegra D, because Allegra D has Sudafed in it. I took mine the first night, like 3-4 hours before bed, and an hour later after taking it, it hit me. I was like, man, I felt like I was in the best mood ever. Like, I just felt amazing.
Shoot, I'm finna try that. My husband might be happy.
I'm not kidding. I've only got to take it 2 days so far because I got sick, so I didn't, anyways. Getting excited over new gadgets and appliances. I don't like the price because y'all, we all just like, we cheap. It's like,
you gotta be in this day and age.
I mean, but I'm just saying when you get something new, whether it's gifted to you or you have to go and pick something out or just want to upgrade, you're like, ooh, I like this.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
I'm waiting to get a new air fryer. I want one of the glass basin ones.
Get the Boss one like I've got. The entire thing is glass. The bowl and the lid's glass. And so when you lift that, it's got all the knobs and stuff on top. It comes with the manual, and in the manual it has all of the foods and recipes and what you're supposed to cook it on and for how long. So it gives you a starting point. Like, hey, if you're cooking biscuits, if you're cooking fried chicken, this is what you cook it on for how long. And it's got some recipes in there. He got it for me for Christmas 5, 6, 7 years ago. Yep. But you can see through the whole thing. So when you lift the lid, it's got several different racks to go in it. And then as soon as you put the lid down, it automatically kicks on. But it's by Boss, Boss.
Okay.
Like you said, you could party all night, leave straight for work, not buy tonight, and then now it's a struggle to get 8 hours of sleep and not wake up with a crooked spine.
Okay.
And broke neck. I'm telling you that it is just like
the amount of snap, crackle, and pop at this age is real, and I feel like it's only gonna get worse. It really is.
It is. It's like I have to sleep a certain way because if I don't and I sleep like even an hour on my back, I wake up and I'm like, help.
See, I've gotten to where I have to sleep on my back. I got used to it.
I can't.
Being pregnant with Waylon, but if I sleep on my right side, my right arm and my right leg goes to sleep like all the time. I'll sleep on my left side every now and then, and I don't have that problem. But if I sleep on my right side, something's going to sleep.
Well, I can't.
And it ain't me.
Let me tell you, I was a stomach sleeper the majority of my life.
I love to be.
I slept the best I ever slept.
The coroner be calling you, Brittany, your friend's gone, cause I be suffocated.
Well, the only reason I can't now is because of my neck and my spine. You know, as soon as I lay down, it hurts. But like if I sleep too long on my back because of that lesion on my spine,
Yeah.
I can't move. Like I've had to get Taylor to help me up. But yeah, so that's what. Look, and I wouldn't. It is getting old, but like I do have like health issues that attribute to that. So, oh, what to cook for dinner every week for the rest of my life? I'm sick and tired. Sick and tired of having to come up with something to cook. I don't cook every day. I ain't got time for it. We all got the same hours in the day, but I got laundry, house cleaning, other things, lunch, coffee to prep. I mean, I got other stuff to do. I'm not visiting cook every day.
I cook at least 4 times a week, and it's usually Sunday through like Thursday. Weekends kind of up in the air, but
I cook 3 days out of the entire week because I usually have leftovers. So like if I cook Monday, if we got leftovers, we'll do, hey, eat some leftovers.
he doesn't like leftovers more than once, so I always accommodate the meals to like say, hey, if we're gonna eat this Sunday, he can eat this for Monday's lunch. We end up cooking something else on Monday, but he can't stand leftovers more than one day unless it's spaghetti.
Yeah, that's just say the only thing we can do more than one day, leftovers is like chili, spaghetti, and homemade
Chicken
and dumplings.
Yeah. Soup or like
Yeah.
taco soup. I like
soups.
I
Yeah,
like making taco soup.
we can do that. But most everything I cook, all of it gets eaten except for a little bit. So I don't, I don't.
And what
splurge.
helps me is, listen, TikTok. I'll go to TikTok and be like, I'll just type in what's for dinner, and then I'll just scroll people and see what they've made, and it gives me an idea as to what I want. Because sometimes
Girl, I got a whole
same
recipe page on my notes app. Whether it's my old recipes that I had or social media recipes. I mean, I'm talking about it's like spinning a wheel to scroll, and that's what I'll go through it because I've got recipes dated back from 10, 15 years ago listed on here. So I'll pick and choose. Bills, hate it here. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. I'd rather not. I'm so damn mad at people who are rich. And I'm not talking about rich as in, I'm talking about wealthy. I'm talking about wealth. Like,
some of that generational wealth.
I'm talking about true wealth. I'm not talking about, somebody that just got
Your grandpappy was
was all rich and well. I'm like,
been passed down.
oh man, I just want to be rich. I just want to be rich. I want to be, and it's not even to boast, like to buy expensive things. Like, ooh, I went out because I got money now. I went out and bought a $100,000 car. No, I want to never work again, retire my husband, and travel with my family and just rest. We don't want to do nothing today. We're all going to sleep in and have fun.
I just want to go to the grocery store and not be tripping.
I'm not going to the grocery store. I'm hiring a cleaner that's going to come every other day. I'm hiring a personal shopper that's going to shop for me, that's going to unload my groceries, and possibly, like, can you cook? You going to cook. I would do the important stuff. Forget all this buying a damn yacht and buying all these cars and trucks and all that. Sorry. I want me a personal shopper. I want my stuff paid off. I want my kids set for life.
Yeah.
And I don't mean, oh yeah, I got my kids a savings account. Yeah, I know. I'm talking about set for life.
Yeah.
Like they got multi millions. They can live comfortably. Their kids can live comfortably. Like that's what I want.
We want some of that Rothschilds.
Ugh. Being personally victimized by laundry every day, every week for the rest of my life. We didn't talk about y'all, but I hate laundry. I hate it. I walk past it all the time, sitting in that basket like a shriveled piece of fruit in my fruit basket. I can't stand it. Checking the weather daily. I got to. I gotta know how to dress. Like even today, I've been so just laid out sick. I was like, what's the weather gonna be like today? Do I need to wear long sleeves? Do I need to wear short sleeves? Like
Rain boots.
I gotta check it because I need to know what the temperature is gonna be like and is it gonna storm? And I'm gonna let everybody know too. Look, when we got storms coming, I have a list of people that I tell that, I'm like,
Usually, me, I'm one of them. I know.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Hey, girl, we got a storm coming." I'm like, "Oh, for real?"
yeah, I got a list of people that I will text and be like, because I don't know what other people got going. I'm like somebody could have some kind of event, like an outdoor event to go to, or they're traveling, and I just let people know, like, hey, we got some bad weather coming. You may want to, chill out. Making noises every time I stand up. I'm like, ugh.
Listen, whenever I wash my hair at night, and I'm like turning my head because our shower is not as tall as I really want it to be. But anyhow, it does the job. But anyways, I'm curling my head back like this to get my hair, and my neck just sounds like Rice Krispies back there.
That's what mine does real bad.
I said, Lord.
I can't even turn. Like when I pull out my driveway and got to look to the left, I have to turn my whole body like I'm in a neck brace.
Like you in a 10-man suit. I need some.
This is my Googling and asking GPT for advice on everything.
ChatGPT, that's my dog.
I'm telling you,
I don't know how I manage life with that.
I even used it this morning. I don't even remember what I looked up, but I use it for so many things, like just random information, advice on something that I'm working on or whatever. I've even used it for my perfumes, like, hey, this is the notes in this bottle. This is what I like. Find me something that has these similar notes in this price range that is a niche. You
want something? I'm going to tell you the craziest thing. I've ChatGPT.
Oh, look, no, girl, you don't even want to know mine.
Listen, me and William got into a fight, and I was...
You asked for a good.
I asked for his advice. I said, this is what happened. I typed it in, and I said, am I crazy? He said, no, you ain't crazy. I'm like, I told you so.
And you know what is crazy is it's catered to tell us what we want to hear.
Oh. Well,
ask me how I know, because I purposely said something that was crazy, and they were like,
yeah,
you right. And I was like, you are lying to me because this is not what Google will say. And it said, well, I am. So it didn't say the words like I'm cater or something along to the extent of going along with you.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that the other day.
I was like, tell me the truth.
It said the truth to me the other day. It said, no, you ain't crazy. You right.
You just
tired.
The truth.
He's what he said. He said, you just tired.
That was a subtle way of telling you was tired.
You might have went too far.
You might need a nap. You need a nap and come back again tomorrow. But I love y'all. If y'all want to know anything and everything, I'm talking about now. I'm saying you can like just minuscule health concerns. I'm not talking about something you definitely need to be contacting your general practitioner about. But like hey, take a picture of your pantry. This is what I got in my cabinet, or this is what I got in my fridge. Give me some good quick recipes. They don't take. If you got,
I know it went that far.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
You can literally, or just say, this is the ingredients I have: a bag of white rice, some chicken breast, cans of X, Y, and Z, some chicken broth, and tell it, this is what I have.
Yeah.
Give me some ideas on what to cook with this, and it'll literally tell you anything. I do that all the time.
That's cool.
Realizing weekends are catch-up days and not rest days. You literally only get basically 24 hours in a weekend to do anything semi-fun, get the laundry, plan the meals, grocery shop, and spend time with your family. Y'all, who do we talk to about either making Friday or Monday actually part of the weekend? Because I'm going to need an extra day.
I'm down with that.
Because this is ridiculous. Look, we literally only get Saturday into Sunday. How are we supposed to catch up on everything or finish doing house projects? Because most people, when they get home, they don't have time to do this.
Yeah.
Some people don't get home till 6, 7 o'clock at night. Then you got to cook a meal, help a kid with homework or whatever, pack lunches, prep coffee, clean up your mess, take showers. I mean, and then by the time, hell, it's 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. What all are you supposed to accomplish?
Yeah.
When your ass is stuck at the damn office all day long. or the job site.
I wish school wasn't as long, because I think that's one of my guilty things. I know I've
Me
got stuff to
too.
do around the house, but like especially when Viv is here, I try to come in here and sit with her in the evening just to have that one-on-one, because it's different whenever
8 hours of school on kids plus all the testing is too much.
yeah.
But I also think working till 5 o'clock is too much, because the working world was not made for mothers.
Oh no.
Most people don't get off until 5 o'clock. Kids get out of school at 3 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Have us work till 3, but even if we did that, we're still cutting in on the little pay that we get.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way to even out. We need the schools and jobs to be on the same damn page. Mm-hmm. Mothers are the main ones who drop off their kid and pick them up at school. We need to cut the school day shorter. We need to cut work days shorter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Vivian would tell you she agrees, because that child hates,
all of them
she
do.
hates school so bad.
Both my kids did too.
No.
And people wonder why sometimes kids act out or are just miserable or not. School is not fun anymore. It's not fun. It used to be. It was fun when I was growing up. School was actually fun.
Nowadays, they all worry about people bringing drugs to school, if people calling in a bomb threat, or if they're going to be having a damn shooting and all that kind of shit. It's stuff that we didn't really have to deal with as a kid.
Well, no, and it ain't just that. It's get your iPads out. Go sit at the computer.
That's another thing.
Stay on technology. But is your kid getting enough sleep at night? What time do they go to bed? Do they play games all the time? Well, you sit them on a fucking iPad all day long. What do you expect?
Hello.
Mm-hmm. They get a 12-minute lunch break and an 8-minute recess. And then by the time they get to high school, there is no recess. Kids need breaks. Mm-hmm. I mean, multiple breaks throughout the day. Mm-hmm. I think if they had more time, if they weren't stuck in a classroom 8 hours a day and forcing testing down their throats.
Mm-hmm. That they didn't even teach. They just let them watch a video and say, oh, well, watch this video. We're going to have a test on it.
Well, I taught this. Were they not paying attention?
Taught it? Hell, you press play. What you
There is no teaching no more. They push the same material on 20 kids in a class and then get mad at them for not understanding it.
Mm-hmm. Like,
what do you expect?
Like all the kids is going to learn something at the same pace.
It's a whole. Yeah, I
know.
We all know, but hey, you can't say nothing because it's the parents' fault. The teachers have an opinion on us, and some of them I see make it very known on social media, even though they shouldn't. It's the parents' fault at home, and your kids are bad, and the parents are over here. Well, y'all ain't teaching shit. You're testing them to death.
Yeah, they're bored,
and you're constantly complaining about every little thing they do. Oh, Johnny threw his pencil down, so I sent him to the office. What? Okay. What the hell? Anywho,
Jesus,
that wasn't on my adult bingo card. Kids in the school system, it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks.
Yeah,
it sucks. Also, sitting in a parked car and collecting your thoughts before having to socialize. There is so many times, like especially when I get to work, I do get there early most of the time before everybody because it's just, and I literally sit there and I'm just like, and I've got my music because I don't sit in silence. And I've got my music blasting and I'm just like, why am I not rich yet?
Mm-hmm.
Like I have to collect my thoughts before doing anything because it's just like, it is so mentally and physically stressing to just do.
I caught myself the other day trying to get into the car, in the morning, trying to get Viv in the car at a decent time because she didn't get up on time and yada, yada, yada. Put the baby in the car seat because she's crying because we had to leave the box of cereal at the house and we've just taking sister to school.
You should have brought a baby hell. I've been like, here,
I'm
take
just
this
saying,
cereal.
She'll throw a fit about not being able to bring something or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so I'll get Waylon in the seat, Vivian to be in the car, and I'm just standing outside of the car with my hand on the daggone. I'm just sitting there on the handle. Lord Jesus,
it's too early.
And I'm just opening it up. It's like, well, let me get to work,
That's how I am in the mornings. Like if it's a morning where we're both kind of struggling,
Yeah.
And Cash will be like, it's not, he's struggling too. Mm-hmm. And he'll be like, oh, you know, and I'm like, look, dude, it's too early for this. Don't give me trouble and I won't give you trouble.
Yeah.
We're both tired. I don't want to go to work. You don't want to go to school, but you know the routine. I was like, so if you don't want this morning to go bad, don't make it go there. You know, like
I'll ride to school in silence, just no radio, no nothing.
yeah, I don't. I blast it.
I just try to have
I used to have to because when Cash was really, really young, you know, and he would just be back there just throwing a tantrum about something, you know.
Yeah.
Boy, that'd make him even more. He'd try to scream over the music, and I'd be like,
Ain't nobody listening to you, boy.
And Landon just be over there giggling. He'd be like,
Laugh,
you know.
That's funny.
But yeah, girl, yeah. For y'all who ain't reached adulthood yet, y'all just wait. Y'all gonna have a whole list of things that's not gonna be on your. You didn't have on your bingo card. I want to be a teenager again. I'm just tired.
Oh, yeah.
I am so tired. Life be lifing. I'm tired of laundry. I'm tired of dishes. I'm tired of high ass groceries. I'm tired of bills. I'm tired of not being wealthy.
Yeah. It's tough.
Cause I'm gonna tell you, if I hit the lottery tomorrow,
There will be signs.
deuces. You call me whatever you want, but you can't call me employed. I won't be employed.
You can call me anything you want.
But don't call me employed.
Oh, bless it.
All right. Well, our next episode is liability. The cost. Oof, I can't even read. See, look, your eyesight gets bad too when you get old. A cost of bending the truth. Womp, womp.
Y'all put your seatbelts on.
Let me tell you what happened.
I'm gonna tell you all about that cost.
And we ain't talking about being a little true. Like, yeah.
We ain't talking about white lies. We talking about them lies that you really had to think about and put a lie on top of a lie.
If you got a premeditated lie going on,
you better fix it.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, we appreciate you listening in, and we will see you guys next time.
Toodles.